Hello and welcome back to Elden Wyrm, episode 106. I think it's 106. Fairly confident it's 106. Am I fully flasked up and ready to rock? I appear to be. Very well. You know what, let's give Sylvie 2 a break. Who else did we have? Let's see. Oh, we can give Red Main Knight Ohga some time in the sun. That might be fun for a change. We also still have the Dung Eater, of course. Just want to vary it up a little bit. Though, I don't think that we'll get to summon one particularly soon. Well, we are going to have to deal with... Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember what I'm doing here. Something not very pleasant, but that I want to do anyway. Because I have a character that this time I might actually be able to make use of it. Can't I get these butterflies? I can. Okay. Nascent butterflies. Right, then. Should be over here, this way, over these roots. And then we see, over there in the distance, we can see bloody ants. Bloody nasty ants, which swap the golden arrows out for fire arrows. Man, are they, are you susceptible to poison or what? There we go. Let's see. So here's the funny thing as usual with Elden Ring, which is that most flying enemies don't actually fly. They still have to obey the rules for ground pathfinding. Oh, you're not poisoned still. Oh well. Okay, well that one's dead regardless. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of these giant ants about in this area. A lot of them. Particularly in this cave. Oh jeez, I really maybe should have brought a longer weapon. A couple of fire arrows in the spawns of the ant really does seem to be doing wonders. I did spend a lot of runes on getting lots and lots of fire arrows. Definitely the fire arrows are doing a lot more damage. Like, these ants aren't that big an issue. It's just, I really don't want to deal with them in a big swarm, which, guess what ants typically do? Swarm you. Alright, this one should be the last one to worry about. We can take them apart fairly easily. Oh! Right. There's a Newman rune and a rune arc. Yeah, that's all good. Oh, what? I accidentally switched to two-handing one of the daggers. That was not my intent. Okay. Well. So, a Newman rune. Now that one is a little bit new, and it's slightly different from most of the other runes that we picked up. Greatest blows in the habits of yeah. The Newman are said to have come from outside the lands between, and are in fact of the same stock as Queen Marika herself. So Marika is apparently not native to the lands between. Make it nice and easy on ourselves by using Agil's flame to cook these ants. Go. Lots of Newman runes and rune arcs. Yeah, this place is not so bad if you know, just kill all the ants beforehand. There's a lot of them. Alright. Alright then. So this is just a smart way to deal with this entire room full of ants. Lure them out with arrows, and then you cook them when they gather up with dragon breath. And last time, or rather the first time I was here, so I think Sylvie at this point is now my second furthest developed character. Yeah, other characters of mine, well, the one other character of mine that went there. Elden Stars. Now that's a very, very interesting miracle to have picked up. Okay, you're poisoned. Jeez, why am I having trouble hitting you? There we go. Anyway, whilst that one's slowly dying, let's have a look-see at that Elden Stars miracle, because that one's kind of a big deal. This legendary incantation is the most ancient of those that derive from the Earth Tree. It creates a stream of golden shooting stars that assail the area. It is said that long ago the Greater Will sent a golden star bearing a beast into the lands between, which would later become the Elden Ring. Yeah. It requires Faith 50. It's quite the cool little incantation. Maybe at some point, very late game, we might have enough faith to potentially use it. Maybe. I could potentially at some point rebuild Sylvie to be more of a faith build, but I mean, how many where are they? How many of these things do we have? Where are they? Crafting materials? Key items, probably. 11 larval tiers. We can respec Sylvie 11 times. So it's entirely possible for us to, at some point, decide to, you know, just to mix it up. Oh, hey, you can summon here. Just to mix it up, to switch up the build a little bit. In fact, I'm planning on switching up the build a little bit into an Intelligence Faith build briefly, at some point for this playthrough. Just because we will literally need it to do a certain quest. Anyway, let's summon the Redmane Knight. Ooh. Nope, too high. There we go. And you are surprisingly difficult to hit. Hey, Ohga. Ohga? Ohga, you wanna, I don't know, like, come and help out? Just that. Weird idea, I guess. Ohga. Ohga, I hear you firing. But you know what would help? Not shooting into a tree. There we go. Okay, Ohga, I think you need a better vantage point. Ah, now that's juicy. Ah. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Oh, right. Ow! Alright, Ohga, come over here. I think there's still more ants. Yeah. Ohga! Come on, buddy. I figure that, you know, having a archer knight with me in an area full of flying ants would be useful. But I think Ohga is being a little bit too passive. They haven't despawned yet, though, which is interesting. That means that clearly there is still more enemies about. Oh, right over there. It's strange that Ohga seems very unconcerned with following me. Ohga? Buddy? I don't know. Considered? Ohga? Yeah. There we go. Now come over here. There's more ants to kill. Alright, you know what? Let's try just summoning them again. No? No, that doesn't work. Okay, well then... Oh. I wonder why sometimes my summons seem to follow me around like loyal puppies, and sometimes they just sort of wander about doing their own thing. Oh well, this does seem to reset Ohga, so hey, we'll count that as a blessing. There we go! Wait, who are you? Oh, there was one buried there! That's interesting. Ow, ow, oof! Holy shit! Man! Oh, and Ohga uses the lion strike. That's pretty cool. So what were these ants guarding over here anyway? Some formic rock? Nascent butterflies? Ohga still hasn't despawned, which suggests that there is still more to kill in this area. Oh well. We'll not worry about it. Because, huh. That looks like a ruined city. And here we have a finger reader. Hello, miss.
Oh, Lord Godwin. Such cruelty. Such humiliation. Oh, my poor sweet lordling should have died a true death. As the first of the demigods to die. As a martyr to destined death. But why must it yet bring such disgrace? A scion of the golden bough, sentenced to live in death. How could such a thing come to be? Oh.
Tragic. Tragic indeed. Oh. So yeah, all the ants have respawned. That's okay. Man, there's a lot of Ducus Turba. But here's something interesting. Unlike all the other underground cities that we found, this one appears to be lacking a sky. Oh, hello. Excuse me, did I give you permission to breathe a chemical fire at me? You dingleberry. So, the map of the Deeproot Depths. And here's something interesting. We're directly below this pit in the city. Ah, that seems awfully suspicious, don't it? Also, this place is crawling with Mausoleum Knights. They're all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. Everywhere here you find those strange Mausoleum Knights. And here's another interesting detail. The water here is kind of whitish. Looks a bit thick and waxy in a way. Yeah, it's kind of a mess. If you know anything about various ways in which corpses can decompose in water and what that does with water, it might make a lot more sense than you'd like it to that the water here is white. It implies that there's an awful lot of people who died here. Huh. Where does this... I never remember using this coffin before. Where does this coffin go? I don't remember ever using this coffin. I think this goes back to the Siofra... Excuse me. But this goes back to the Siofra River well. Oh yeah, it's the alternate way to get to the into the Ainsel River. Yeah, so even if you don't do Rani's quest, what's the alternate way to get the Ainsel River? Anyway. See a little bit of generic exploration. We haven't done that much this episode, but I'm still gonna cut it here just for time's sake, and I'll see you in the next one. Brrr.